guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige and this is my open book. In today's video, we're going to be doing my November TBR, courtesy of the TBR jar. So, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's see if November is going to be good to us. Okay, now I'm not going to lie, my October TBR didn't exactly go as planned, but I'll let you know the final results in my October wrap-up, which will be my next video. But we're not going to focus on the now. We're going to look to the future today. So let's see if November is going to be better. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I have a TBR cart this time. You can't see the whole thing, but I tried to pick things that I knew I was in the mood for, because I think what happened with my October TBR is I knew I was going to be in the mood for like spooky, darker, kind of like dark academia, gothic, paranormal, and I feel like I didn't give myself enough of that. So I tried to pull things to put on this cart that I know are like things I'm in the mood for right now, trying to focus on what kind of mood I'm going to be in November, right? So in November, I feel like I'm still going to be in a dark romance mood, but I'm also going to want like maybe some fantasy, maybe some mystery thrillers, maybe some like cozier reads, you know what I mean? So that's the vibe we're going for. You know the drill. I'm going to pick 8 prompts. I don't have to read all 8, but I just like to give myself options. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So here are some books that are on my October TBR that I still haven't read. But it's fine. Let me see if I can show you. And then the other 2 shelves are other things that I kind of want to read within the next month or so. So let's see if the jar is going to be good to us or not. So I'm going to pick 8 prompts and then we will pick our books from there. All right, first one, a sports romance. This is funny because I literally just kind of rogue binged Candy Steiner's Red Zone Rival series. So I am kind of in a football mood. I just finished reading a football romance, so that could work. Do I have any? I do. I see some options, you guys. This could be a good one. Okay, so sports romance. You know, I feel like since I have the cart, I think I'm gonna have you pick with me. Let's go to the floor. Okay, hopefully this angle's okay. All right, let's see what sports romance options I have. We've got Double Apex. This is a Formula 1. This is just a random one I saw at Barnes & Noble. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but I just couldn't resist this cover. I have been wanting to read that, so that could be an option. I've also got a couple football romances. So we've got The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams, and then we've got, this is kind of a 2-for-1, so this is Head Coach and Virgin Territory by Leah Riley. I think there's like a prequel novella that I'm supposed to read on Kindle Unlimited first. So it's kind of like 3-book commitment. I don't know if I want that, but at the same time it would be very satisfying if I could finish it. I feel like football makes more sense for fall, but at the same time I'm like more excited about this one. So I think I'm just going to go with my gut and we're going to pick Double Apex by Josie Juniper. This one is an engineer and a race car driver go head-to-head in this spicy Formula 1 romance. All right, next prompt. Stars on the cover. Oh, I don't know if I have any with stars on the cover. Bride by Allie Hazelwood. There's some stars here, so that could work. Oh, this one, I don't know if those are stars or not. I don't know. That one's not as obvious. I feel like that could be up for interpretation. From Bad to Curse. Our only 2 options are From Bad to Curse. This is kind of like a witchy romance. This is the 2nd book in a series. And then we've got Bride by Allie Hazelwood. This is a shifter, I think, like a vampire and a werewolf situation. So this is more like paranormal. I feel like it's gonna be Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I'm in like more of a darker mood, whereas this is more like cozy witchy, you know what I mean? Whereas I feel like paranormal will be more of what I'm in the mood for right now. But it's hard because November, I feel like I'm also going to be in a cozy mood later on, like closer to Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I'll keep this as like a backup option, but for now I'm going to go with Bride by Allie Hazelwood, 4 stars on the cover. Okay, number 3. Reread a favorite. Oh, that's fun. Okay, well obviously none of these are books that I read before, so I'll have to go to my shelves for that one. Okay, I've got it. I actually just realized that on my Hoopla the other day, I noticed that they have graphic audios for Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. And I haven't read Iron Flame yet because I was kind of waiting to see when Onyx Storm came out and then I was going to read Iron Flame. So I do want to do a reread of Fourth Wing. So I think what I'm going to do is on audio, I'm going to do a reread of Fourth Wing through Hoopla, my library app. They have the graphic audio. So I think that'll be my reread of the month, will be Fourth Wing, so I can listen to it on audio this time to kind of get back into the world. And then maybe like in December I can read Iron Flame, because I'm pretty sure Onyx Storm comes out in January, so that should be like good pacing. So that's my plan. That worked out. Number 4, a book by Kennedy Ryan. That's funny because she was on my October TBR for BIPOC author, and I haven't read it yet, so I'll just reuse this one for my November TBR, because let's be real, I'm not gonna be able to get to all these books before October's over. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So we're gonna put The Kingmaker. This is a billionaire romance, so we're gonna put that on my November TBR since I didn't get to it in October. That worked out perfectly. So let's take out the BIPOC author prompt and we will instead replace it with the Kennedy Ryan prompt. That's upside down. The Kennedy Ryan prompt. So we're gonna go with The Kingmaker. Okay, number 5. This is a big one. Oh, a book by Nicholas Sparks. I don't have any of his books on this cart, but I can see them up here. So we've got Safe Haven, The Wedding, The Best of Me, Nights in Rodanthe, Longest Ride, and Dear John. I have already read Safe Haven. I think I'm gonna go with The Longest Ride because I've kind of been in the mood for like a cowboy romance. And I actually haven't seen the movie and I haven't read this, so I'm excited about it. I think the movie is the one with Miley Cyrus, right? I could be wrong. But basically in this one, so I don't know. I honestly don't really know that much about it, but basically it says, this is a remarkable story of 2 couples whose lives intersect in profound and surprising ways. I'm sure this is gonna make me cry. I definitely save Nicholas Sparks books for when I'm in the mood to cry. So I think this will be a good one for November because it gives me like small town kind of cozier vibes with a cowboy bull rider setting. So I think that'll work out well. Okay, we're not really doing that much with the cart right now. Hopefully we can pick some other ones. This is number 6. A booktuber recommendation. Okay, let's see. Which of these do I have on here because a booktuber recommended them? I think that'll be the easiest way to go about this. I feel like a lot of people recommend Divine Rivals, so I feel like that could be a good one for this. This is also a library book, so I do kind of, this one is more time sensitive than some of the other ones on here. I also have The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins. I picked that up, I think because I saw it in Gabby's video. I'm pretty sure. Stalking Jack the Ripper I got because I saw it recommended by Rachel Catherine. Honestly, I feel like that fits it better because the other 2 I probably would have bought anyway. Whereas Stalking Jack the Ripper, I only bought it because I saw Rachel Catherine recommend it. So I feel like I should go with that one. Ooh, I just saw another one though. I could also go with The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes because so many people have recommended that. I'm definitely more excited to read The Naturals. I don't know. I feel like this one gives more like fall vibes for some reason. I don't know why. They're both about a serial killer. They're both about hunting serial killers. So I really could go with either one. I feel like there's so many booktubers that recommend The Naturals. I haven't seen anyone give a bad review on it, honestly. Ooh, I don't know. It'll definitely be one of these that I end up reading. I'm gonna pick both of them. Not so I can read both of them, but I'm gonna just, when I'm ready for kind of a more like mystery thriller type book, it'll be one of these for sure. TBD on which one I end up picking when the time comes around. So that's kind of like a duo pick. Don't judge me. I make the rules. It's my channel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The audiobook is 6. So this is prompt number 7. Ugh. Nonfiction. Okay, prompt number 7. Shh, don't tell. A new to you author. Okay. I feel like there are a lot of new to me authors on this list for sure. Okay, so I could go with Haunted Never After by Jen DeLuca. I haven't read anything by that author yet. I could go with Tempest of Tea. I could go with, honestly, a lot of these are new to me. Rebecca Kenny. I haven't read anything by that author. We've got so many options, you guys. This is a little overwhelming. It'd be easier to pick a book that is from an author that I know. Okay. This one could be like cute, like there's a haunted element, but I think it's also more like rom-com. This one I think is a vampire, like paranormal romance that's kind of inspired by Great Gatsby, which could be fun. These three, because I could go with Divine Rivals. I haven't read anything by Rebecca Ross. I could go with A Tempest of Tea. This is by Kat Winters. The Raven's Tale. So I could go with any of those, or I could go with these. I wish you guys were here to help me decide. This is very hard to pick. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Beautiful Villain by Rebecca Kenny. I'm very curious to see how she does the Great Gatsby storyline along with a more like paranormal vampire setting. So I'm intrigued by this one, so we're gonna go with that. This is the last prompt, you guys. Okay, the grand finale. A dark romance! Oh, that's what I'm in the mood for, so this is perfect. Although now that I'm looking at these, they're not really that dark. Oh, this is great. I think I'm gonna have to go to my Kindle for this. I've been kind of in like a mafia mood, or like craving something mafia. So I think I'm gonna go with Merciless Saints by Michelle Hurd. I actually don't even know the storyline for this one. I was gonna read the Sinner series, but then I found out you're supposed to read the Saint series beforehand. Thank you to my stepmom for telling me that, because I was about to totally go out of order. So yeah, I just downloaded this on my Kindle literally today. So I think I'm gonna go with this. This is a mafia, so I'm assuming it'll be a dark romance. And I think this will be good because usually in the winter I crave more like mafia romances for some reason in the winter. So I think this will be a good one to kind of transition me into that mood when I'm ready for it. Okay, now some other books I know I'm going to be reading in the month of November. I pre-ordered Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage, so I'm really excited for that to come in. That'll definitely be a must read this month because I just have been loving this series and these covers are just irresistible. Okay, that's definitely on here. Then for my book club with Katie, in honor of it being the 1-year anniversary of our book club, which is crazy that we've already been doing it for a year. So if you've been with us from the beginning, our first book club pick that we did was Dom by S.J. Tilley, and it was the best one we've ever done. Like, we started with the best one and nothing since has compared. So we figured that we would go back to our roots, go back to a good old standby of S.J. Tilley. So we're going to be reading from her Darling series. We're either going to pick Smoky Darling or Latte Darling. I'm not sure which one we're going to pick. I'll definitely put in the description if I find out by the time I upload this video. Or I'll put like a pinned comment or something once I know for sure what the book is going to be. But if you would like to join us in reading a good old S.J. Tilley, these are both age gap romances, which is one of my favorite tropes. I have a feeling Katie is probably going to want to pick Latte Darling if she's okay with going out of order, because that's the second book, because that one is, I think it's like the dad of a guy that she's gonna go on a date with or something like that, and I know it's one of Katie's all-time favorite tropes, so we'll see. But I'll let you know for sure which one of these two it's gonna be. If you want to join us in reading a S.J. Tilley favorite, even if we decide to read the second book, you could honestly read both of them. They're both on Kindle Unlimited, and I think they'll both be pretty easy to read. So you can join us on December 5th on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm excited. Now, let's do a recap of the rest of my TBR. So for a dark romance, we're gonna go with Merciless Saints on my Kindle by Michelle Hurd. I've been really wanting to read her mafia books, so that's exciting. For a new to me author, we have Beautiful Villain by Rebecca Kenny. For a booktuber recommendation, we're gonna go with either The Naturals or Stalking Jack the Ripper, depending on which one I'm in the mood for at the time. These are both YA, kind of more on the mystery thriller side, but they're both about serial killers, so they're very similar. Then for Nicholas Sparks, we've got The Longest Ride, good old cowboy small town, probably very emotional. Miss Kennedy Ryan, The Kingmaker, which is a billionaire romance. Bride by Allie Hazelwood for having stars on the cover. And for sports romance, Double Apex, which is a Formula One. And then for a reread on audio, I'm going to be listening to Fourth Wing. All right, I think we've got a pretty good selection here. Let's scoot these over so you can see them all. there's a November TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a like and leave a comment down below telling me what book you plan to read in the month of November. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my future videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.